Okay, so it's the 8th of May 2011, 7:15 in the evening, and it's still very, very light outside. My body has not adjusted to this whole longer day thing, and it's really, really throwing me off. I don't like it. You know, as far as I'm concerned, by 7 p.m. it should be dark, and if it's not, it doesn't feel right. Anyway, I thought that since it's the kind of in thing to do at the moment, I know it's been the in thing for a while, and I've always been a little bit behind the times. I think that's come with my age, is that I would start keeping a video diary, or a video blog, or a vlog, if you will. So I thought I'd start off this first one just by saying hello and introducing myself. My name is Adam Sandry. I don't have a middle name, so you can find me on Facebook with the middle name Gentleman. I may explain at a later time what a gentleman is, if you don't know what it is. Not gentleman the way you might expect, gentleman with a DJ at the beginning. Anyway, so like I said, it's the 8th of May, it's a Sunday, and I should be doing some work right now. I've got about 20,000 words, no, not 20,000, sorry, the best part of 15,000 words to do. I really don't have long left to do it, and I still have lectures and seminars and everything else to contend with at the same time. And I've been back in Scarborough now about a week, and I haven't done anything really. I wrote a couple of hundred words, and most of that was garbage, and I probably won't end up using any of it. Instead of being sat around on my arse on Tumblr. Is it Tumblr? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Tumblr. I've been sat on Tumblr most of the time. That's something that I've come into quite late. I was using it about a year ago, but I stopped because I wasn't really getting into it. And then about a week or so ago, I started getting into it again. Part of the reason I started getting into it again was because of a girl. I won't reveal too much about that. Let's just say I discovered her. Well, not discovered her. I'd already known about her, but I found out she was using it through a mutual friend. So I sort of started using Tumblr because of that, and now I'm addicted to it. You know, this girl hasn't really been around on Tumblr much since I started using it. So I've kind of become addicted to it by my own means. I'm not very good at it, you know. I don't know if any of you know that meme generator thing, where you sort of it's supposed to be like you put hey something, why you know something at the bottom. I've been kind of doing my own kind of things with those, and they've started getting quite a few reblogs. Not as many as a lot of other people's stuff, but then you know I'm not an attractive topless woman, or even an attractive topless male either, which seems to be the thing that get reblogged a lot. So that'll be why they haven't been. So for something that's non-sexually related, I think they've been doing quite well in terms of reblogs, and they've mostly been heavy metal related as well, which, despite its popularity these days, is still quite an underground thing. Particularly as I'm not into the really popular acts at the moment, like Asking Alexandria and A Day to Remember, who, I'm sorry, just two pathetic excuses for bands, but that's neither here nor there. So, this first blog, I'm not really sure where to go with it. Sunday, I was supposed to be working all day today. I'd set myself the task of working all day, and I've done nothing today whatsoever. I haven't even looked, I haven't even opened the files I'm supposed to be working on, or looked at any of the material today. I've been sat on the computer all day. I did take a trip to Tesco, where I bought donuts, and I actually ate all 10 jam donuts in one sitting, and I felt a bit sick afterwards, to be honest. Which I think's showing my age, because I used to be able to eat shit like that all the time, it didn't even matter. So yeah, if anybody ever does watch this and wants to pass comment or ask questions, then feel free. I will keep updating this as and when I feel is necessary, even if no one else is really watching it. which I don't think many people will. I'm not really going to go around advertising. I'm definitely not advertising on my Facebook. As much as I love a lot of the people on Facebook, there's also plenty of people on there that I don't really like that much. But, you know, they're those people that you keep on Facebook because you do bump into them from time to time, and you'd feel guilty if you didn't have them on Facebook. So yes, hello. Yeah, I look a bit scruffy today because it's Sunday, and I'm actually wearing sweatpants, or as the Americans would say, or jogging bottoms, we would call them here. And my periphery t-shirt today because I really couldn't be bothered to even shower today. I don't think I smell because I have been deodorizing, but the hair's a mess, hence and I haven't shaved for a couple of days, so I'm starting to get a little bristly. So yeah, ask questions, leave comments if you do, negative or positive. I don't really mind. I'd rather you didn't do it anonymously though. Although do it anonymously. I don't care. Come at me like a spider monkey. Just be honest. I don't really care. We'll see how this little experiment goes. I've started other experiments before. I started my own religion when I was in college a few years ago. I started one called Crumpetology with a friend Joss, and we started it as a joke to begin with because his girlfriend, who was a friend of mine, didn't like crumpets, which we found rather bizarre, as we both absolutely loved crumpets. And we sort of started this Crumpetology thing as a religion for crumpets, and it was based loosely on Christianity, but basically you replace the words God or Jesus with crumpets. Pretty much that's the way it worked. We had our own symbol, which was basically a crucifix with a crumpet over the top, in the background. We were looking into buying a domain name as well, and even looking at sort of like merchandise ideas and stuff. It started taking off quite a lot. A lot of people started talking about it at college. People who I didn't even know, and people didn't really know I was behind it. The only people that really knew I was behind it were the people sort of like in my groups at college. But yeah, that took off quite well. So that was an experiment that went quite well. But after I finished college and went away to university, it kind of died out altogether. I think there's still a Facebook group. I haven't looked at it in such a long time. In fact, I may go and do that in a minute. See if it's still even there. I have talked about it with Joss, and we like the idea of restarting it again. But we're both just too busy. Me procrastinating and putting off work, and him, he works 2 jobs now and is very responsible. Blah blah blah. So yeah, if I do get any questions, I'll answer them via video. I'll try and come up with something exciting for next time. There's something that's actually exciting to talk. May talk about the election just gone. If there's something in particular you'd like me to talk about, you can suggest ideas because I have thousands of opinions on hundreds of topics. Most of my opinions are quite unpopular and a little controversial sometimes. Don't always mean what I say. Sometimes I do it just to get a reaction. But a lot of the time I do mean it. So anyway, I'll sign off now, and let's see if anything develops. Nice speaking to you.